Welcome back to the Retro Sports Gamer channel. And tonight I'm ready to play some NBA Inside Drive 2002 for the Microsoft Xbox. I was in Milwaukee the last 2 days and checked out a couple game stores. BattleBox was one of them. The other one was Make Sense, and that was primarily a gaming store, although it was also a variety store. Picked up a lot of Nintendo games the last 2 days, but picked up one Xbox game, and it's the NBA Inside Drive series. And as you can see the cover right here, Vince Carter's iconic dunk at the dunk contest. There it is. Can't go wrong with that. This is exclusive only on the Xbox. And this might be one of the greatest game covers for a sports game of all time. And it has to be one of the best of basketball for sure. I'll have to take a look at that one day. But for now, I'm going to attempt to start a season in this game. This is one of my favorite series of basketball games. It started out playing it on the PC, Inside Drive 2000, with Ray Allen on the cover. That's the first time I heard about the series. I played on the PC, liked it, but you know, back in the day, never had an Xbox, so didn't really get to enjoy the series too much. I did have a friend, my friend Anthony had an Xbox, so I did play the game, and I really enjoyed it, although, you know, I wasn't over there enough to actually enjoy seasons and stuff like that. So I'm going to play on All-Star 5-minute quarters. Also go 28 games. Playoff length 133. Let's go. So it's supposed to snow here in Chicago tonight again. So if everything goes right, I might not have to leave the house anymore, and I could just play Inside Drive for a full week. I could get this 28 game season in. We'll see how that goes though. Alright, so the first game is against Orlando. Okay. So, you know, the menus are just straightforward to the point. Let's see what news. Oh, so you get your rewards, injuries, transactions. Okay. Well, let's just go straight into the game. Last time I played this game was versus my brother. We had a great Retro Sports League game on New Year's Eve. It came down to a buzzer beater. I actually was using the Raptors in that game. And as you can see, Vince Carter's my big star. Magic got some speed with Darrell Armstrong. They got McGrady and Grant Hill as the stars. And as we know, that combo really never got off their feet. It was basically Tracy McGrady lead the league in scoring. Grant Hill was injured the whole time in Orlando. He maybe played half the season once. Oh, and these are the Raptors with Hakeem Olajuwon.
Here's the tip-off. Opening tip, controlled by the Magic.
Tracy McGrady.
Marching down the middle. On the wing.
So one thing I like about NBA Inside Drive is the teams run their offense. You'll see them setting screens in the middle. There we go, Vince Carter. Vince Carter's going to do a lot of scoring in this game. Could almost guarantee that.
Strong will bring it ahead.
Carter and McGrady. They're cousins, not first cousins. Not exactly sure the relationship there.
Throws up the 8-footer.
Oh, Alvin Williams just couldn't get it going. With this season too, I'll also test the hard drive on this Xbox. Bought this Xbox for
Jumper.
$40 a few years ago in Grand Rapids, Michigan at the Game Changers.
You got to keep the basketball in his hand.
Oh, walked out of
On
bounds.
possession, Orlando.
I had an Xbox later in its life cycle, but my brother Lumberjack Cracks took me to my cousin's house, and that was the last I seen of it.
Rebound, Elijah. Defoliated.
So you can pass up guys pretty easily, but they have good recovery. So, like on that one, I felt like I passed them by with Antonio Davis, but they were able to recover pretty
He
easily.
shovels it left. Hacked away.
So far off to a rough start, but good on defense. Maybe because it's on All-Star, I don't know. There, got by him right there. Elvin Williams, get the layup animation going.
Stolen away. Toronto.
Oh, Vince Carter on the break. But Darrell Armstrong's too quick. I can't get around him. Keem the Dream. Does he still got the moves? I see it's tough. And then it calls for screens a white button. See if I get one.
He'll take the
Oh,
shot.
Pete with the lefty.
That's the shot.
Keem with the offensive rebound.
The Magic bring it up.
Yeah, they're not doing anything on All-Star.
Sideline right. Stolen away.
Ooh,
Escape down
3
court on the
turnovers for
breakout.
Vince Carter. That's
Over
not a
to
good
the right.
look.
Kicks it outside.
In the first quarter,
Oh, Kismet, what a jam. Loose to the floor.
and they're ripping me pretty
Brings it
good.
Down the right side. He goes airborne. Put up 2 for McGrady.
Oh, he is so
The thing about the
strong from
PC
the outside.
games is you have memories of playing them, but getting them up and running again with the old PC isn't the most likely thing to happen. I know some people refurbish old PCs to get these old games going. Oh,
Misses.
Vince misses the dunk. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention with Vince Carter being the cover athlete, he has exclusive motion capture dunks in this game.
He'll cock.
So if you're unfamiliar with motion capture is a technology that's used to get the animations of player movements down. And you know, Vince Carter's probably one of the best in-game dunkers, if not the best just plain dunker of all time. So the fact that he has exclusive dunks in this game is actually pretty cool. Oh, McGrady's hot on that defense. He's locking down Vince.
In the first period. Powers to the hole. Profiling.
And I was up 6-0 to start, but now it's not going so hot. There we go.
Smashes it down with a running, raging left-hander.
And the defense just let him slip in for that one. You can't do that. You cannot let them run over you down there.
I can't say from playing 2004 that it looks or plays a whole lot different.
Reviled.
They got some guys locking down on defense.
Alley-oop. Off the mark.
At least he gave the rim a good rattle.
Oh, Elvin Williams.
He'll go to
Dunking
the
on
stripe
people.
For a chance to add one more.
That's going to be off the heel.
No dice. Kaboom!
Antonio Davis cleaning it up.
The Magic
I
bring
think
it
the
up.
Raptors teams before Elijah Long were a little bit more successful, if I'm not mistaken.
Recovered.
Yeah, that's just
They
nice
had like Charles
persistence on
Oakley
the
and
back.
Doug Christie.
Skips it through the lane.
I'm surprised that got through.
Shot blocked.
Yeah, but they're all over me defensively.
At the end of one.
I got the lead after one. That's all you can ask for.
12-8.
With the parents or guardian of a little boy named Bobby. Please collect him
A lot of turnovers.
Raptors control the ball at the start of the
Right,
second
so the
quarter.
auto subs are on.
Shot in
Historically, I like to do my own
Stroking
substitutions,
the ball in nicely.
although
Armstrong will bring it ahead.
I'm not going to do that just because I'm doing this as a live stream, and I don't think too many people want to see me go through the subs.
He calls his own number and fires. Good for two.
They are over 50% from the field tonight. Terrific numbers.
Keon Clark, he was a big shot blocker. I think he has too much of a career after the Raptors, though.
Somehow it fell.
Daryl Armstrong walking it up.
Feeds in deep. Fires. Mark it up.
So you got Olajuwon and Ewing in this game, both past their prime.
Ball squirts free.
Oh man.
Less than 4 minutes left in the second period. Toronto.
Turning the ball over is not hard to do in this.
He really forced that one, Kevin. He tried
Junkyard
to
dog.
through the defense.
He's got a light complexion.
He should have just found the open man.
Got somebody. Their first team foul.
Chris Childs on the Raptors. I don't remember that one.
Brought in from the left.
Oh, that was a powerful
Let's
dunk.
take another look.
See if I can get Mo Pete open for some threes later in this game. I think him and Carter are going to be my best three-point shooters.
Hooks. Rims off.
Ewing
Forced that shot. Now, it was the only
turning
one he
back
had.
the time.
That's the only shot you're going to get. You're better off passing.
Nice pass. Junkyard Dog, maybe he took some of those motion capture dunks from Vince Carter. That's what it's looking
You're
like.
finally set down on the earth after throwing it down.
This
Yeah, I
Magic
like the
team's not
nonchalant
ready.
approach, Kevin, like, hey, I've been here before. I shall be here again.
Patrick Ewing slams it home.
Patrick Ewing
That's
doing
his job.
a
He's
couple
right
good
there. He's in his
things.
office in the lane like that. He's just going to work.
Grady.
Punching the time.
They don't need him in foul trouble, that's for sure.
Nice play.
3 minutes to go in the second period.
We're really cleaning off the bench. She fell for the pump fake.
Cinder block.
5 shots in a row for the Raptors. Keon Clark.
The big fella roaming the paint. Now, if you get into basketball, he'll throw down a couple of dunks like that during the course of a ball game.
To Hill. Deep face.
Oh, Junkyard Dog doing his job. Defending, slamming the ball down, getting rebounds.
Brought inbound, sideline right. He shovels it right.
Where's Grant's coming off the bench for them?
Elevates. No go.
Junkyard again.
Now, while it's not
Oh,
good,
man, almost a turnover.
Sometimes you can live with it.
Not so sure about Bradley. Yeah, Clark. People are respecting the range. Get that out of here. It can't be Sean Bradley.
Retrograded.
He is tall out there.
Hooked away.
Oh yeah. This is what they came to see. Vince Carter on a breakaway dunk.
That's a nice job going strong inside. I mean, you can deflate a defensive penetration like that.
So when this game was out, I had the PS2. I was playing a lot of
Exactly. The ball
Vince just doing dunks.
creates turnovers.
He was ripping this guy.
Trying to do.
They need a new point guard.
See the hops on that
I
guy.
played a lot of NBA Live, and I do like the NBA Live series, especially on the PS2. Oh, I thought I had that one too.
Loose ball.
And Vince is
Moving
just...
swiftly.
Oh, there's the through the legs dunk, like on the cover right there.
Run.
Boom!
I agree, Kevin.
Getting these steals down.
Beyond midcourt. He throws it to the left wing. He'll raise. Won't go.
He has now missed 3
Give
straight
to Vince,
jump
he's
shots.
hot.
He's struggling big time. He just does not have a good feel for the basketball.
Lets it fly. Nothing but nine.
And I'm just killing them in the second quarter. But the NBA Live series was great. I remember playing a lot of Live 2004, I think, or 2005, with Carmelo Anthony on the cover. Me and my friend Mike would play. You could play 2 players online versus people.
Brought in under
It
the
was a
rim.
lot of fun. They had they had a similar thing going where they had like stars and like big dunkers, shoot 3-point shooters. But this game is just, it looks better, it's more fluid, guys run their offense. So this is really what I missed out on the Xbox, I feel like, is this game specifically, this series.
Sideline, the ball slapped out of his hand. Possession.
And it's a high voltage software, which, you know, historically they are acclaimed entertainment, so they ported a lot of the NBA Jam games. They did a knock-up job with this series. Oh, we got Del Curry in for the first time. So he's going to be the best three-point shooter that I have. So let's chuck him.
Up a shot. Miss aim.
Oh, man.
And jams it down. Look at.
Dominating the boards. I can't believe this is on All-Star.
Ball across half-court line now. Right.
I haven't played this game. I mean, I did play 2004 in December, but to be beating the computer this bad on the highest skill level, I don't know about that. Might be better just to play versus people.
Trying to find the open man.
Del Curry.
He lays it up.
If all the, maybe it's just the Magic, but they do have two stars, Grant Hill and Tracy McGrady. Judd Bushler, they used to say he's the best volleyball player in the NBA. He's a beach volleyball player. Save it for the last shot.
Down the right side.
Oh, he's not respecting Del Curry.
Sideline right. Labs a three. No good.
Del Curry 0 for 2 from three-point range.
Leading at half.
With the owner of a black convertible with the license plate BRA.
11 for 14, almost 80% shooting. Starters coming back in.
About your vehicle.
He might be clearing the bench.
Raptors control the ball at the top of the second
Peterson kind of looks like Oakley in this game.
half. And he nailed it.
30-8 run.
He brings it up the court.
Yeah, Oakley must have been retired. Put his best years in with the New York Knicks.
Fires a shot. Dead solid.
Played some great years with the Bulls.
He's got a great Jimmy.
Finished it off with the Raptors.
Out wide left side. To Carter. Ball's knocked away.
No, another turnover.
5 steals now for the Magic.
He throws down a little dynamite.
Whew, just can't force it. Oh, there's a foul on that too? Come on.
Easy money. Stolen
I
away.
need to be giving the game right back to him.
Feeds outside. Fires it.
Here they
Good.
come though.
And he'll fire those up from anywhere, Kevin. You know, in terms of outside shooting, Strange.
Little lob pass to Elijah. Oh,
Rebound grab by
Elijah missing a point blanker.
Lead by 13 on the right wing. Tosses it inside.
A block, but he still throws it down.
Loose ball.
This is not a good start to the second half.
Carter. Sideline left. Ooh-wee.
Good cut, Akeem.
Powerful move to the hoop. He's like a mountain.
That's what I'm saying. They're running the offense in this game.
Snatched. On a mission in transition.
I like the announcer to it.
That's a nice job.
Kevin Calabro.
Strong inside. You can really deflate a defense with penetration like that.
I'm not sure who the other guy is.
Fires off a J. And that's good. That makes it a 13-point ball game. He'll fire and score.
Vince on the leaner.
Whatsoever. If he's open, he's going to take the shot.
You know if he's on the cover, he's
not
shooting
afraid to fire it up from
86%.
outside.
Up it. Return.
The Magic are hot though.
Passes cross court. Slings
It's
it
getting a little
outside.
sloppy.
A fling. No dice.
Man, Guys are just attacking the glass.
But he found that shortcut to the hoop. Nice driving.
He brings it up.
Doesn't get much better than Antonio Davis and Akeem Olajuwon down there.
He passes right. For the three. That gets you nothing.
They are grabbing boards.
He's shooting down there in the 40s
2
so far.
minutes remaining.
Right hand. The
Oh, I
pass
hit the
from
rim
above.
on the pass. It's really that magic second unit that I was taking advantage of.
Passes right.
Their starters are pretty good.
Hoists a three. It's off.
The Raptors are really crashing the boards. Those are some big defensive rebounds.
And he nails it
Elvin
down.
Williams just keeps throwing them
Nice
down.
move to the hoop. He found a crack in the defense, slid in, and took the ball up strong.
That's good. The lead is now 15. Feeds
I'm
into
up
the
near,
paint.
but took a dribble already.
No. Fine.
Out rebounding them by 11 right now.
Swings it over to the left wing. On the wing. Shoots from 12. None.
Now, normally, Kevin, he's a terrific shooter. Had the shot, just didn't fall.
And Grant Hill does the All-American pose. Get some subs.
Ball back in play.
This is where I took advantage of him last time. No Pete on Grant Hill, that's probably not the matchup to go for.
Return to sender.
Man! Too scared of Joe Bushler.
No one do the voodoo like you do.
Only
that
thing
a
is,
freight train
oh,
to
you-
move to the rack from a guy that just
the dribbling
likes to
moves
make
are just with
strong
X, but you gotta use the left
Loose to the floor.
joystick
The
to
Raptors
make it do something
lead by
different.
13. He takes it back and
If you
runs
just
it.
press it, it just
That's
does a
no-no.
spin.
Not a mistake.
See
to
if I
too
could
often.
use that
The
to my
old
advantage
backcourt
at all.
violation.
But I've got this far without
Fires
using
off
it
a
much,
12-footer.
so...
No good.
Rough night tonight. He's now shooting down in the 30s. Not a good percentage.
Yeah, stealing
His first foul.
Michael Stewart. Second.
happens very frequently.
And hits. Ball's knocked away. Leads it
Odell.
off the glass. Bam, down it goes.
Joe Curry, Steph's dad. You may not know this, but Stephen Curry's first name is actually Wardell,
The Raptors
like his dad.
hold serve.
So
leading
Stephen's
at the
his
end of
middle
three.
name.
Remember,
So
fans,
he goes by that, Stephen Curry, but his actual first name's Wardell.
Transportation. Contact the City Transportation Authority for schedules and routes.
13-point lead, should be able to hold this.
Start of the fourth quarter. Magic with possession.
Joe Bushler's still in the game. They might be packing it in.
Runaway train.
Grant Hill's just frustrated. They're losing. Came here on a big contract. He's just been injured. Just not happy with what's going on here.
Slings it left.
You know, Mo Pete should be more effective. Oh, there's a
baby,
big
what
dunk.
jam.
But he has Grant Hill on him, so I really haven't been
Yeah,
able
I
to do
agree,
much
Kevin.
there.
Wheels it outside.
DeClerc,
Old-time hook shot. Boing.
man,
Discovered.
he's just not
He
good in
misses.
this game.
That is not a good shot. He's covered. You forced it. You got to give up the shot when you're covered like that, man. You got to make the extra pass. It can make all the difference in the world.
Antonio trying to blow by Patrick Ewing. Oh, man.
Ow. He barrels.
They just locked me down there, and I was forcing it with Chris Childs. It'd be nice to see Vince Carter back in this
Into the
game.
fourth. The Raptors lead by 15.
Get him off the
Swings it left
bench.
side.
First team foul. Substitution.
Oh, yeah, Junkyard coming in.
Brought in from the left.
He brought a huge boost in the first half.
Loose ball. Here it comes the other
Stealing
way.
it. Oh, he's going for the 360 there. That was a motion capture dunk. Oh,
Lost the ball.
man, Vince Carter's stealing must be high because it's a lot easier to rip people.
That's just terrific ball pressure. They're just
Vince
taking
with the
basketball
assist.
away. That's good offensive
I had a
protection.
Vince being.
There's no way you could do it with just 5 guys.
Sets. Hits with a corkscrew hopper.
He's got that long-range gun, and he is willing to use it.
Hits the post. Off balance banker. Ring it up. He is oh so hot. Fumbled. Fires. Nope.
He's in
Nothing
a
going.
slump right now. That's 3 in a row he's missed.
He brings it down the left side.
Second personal. Substitute.
Fade and fire. Scores. He's got 12
McGrady's
points.
still 67% shooting. Was having a good. Oh, I thought he was going to take off from a dunk from there.
And kills it with a right hand.
Just too easy.
Carter is shooting in the 60s now tonight. He's got the good eye, the nice stroke, the measure. In a word, he's in fuego.
Feeds underneath. No.
Oh, that is.
Oh, Mo Pete passes by Grant Hill. It might be his first basket of the game.
Did you miss it? Come on, man. That's got to be embarrassing.
It's an NBA inside drive replay.
To intercept it. Running with a devil on the break.
There's a lot of inside drive going on. It's pretty much how I scored most of my points.
Takes a shot. Orange ball falling softly through. The ball's jabbed free.
Oh, another turnover.
Fires up a
Oh,
three ball.
McGrady, he's not going to have one of those huge bursts like he had on the Rockets. They're bringing the pressure.
Knocked away.
They have 10 steals now in this basketball game. That is terrific ball pressure. They are just taking the ball away.
This isn't one of those games where the AI goes crazy because they're down rubber banding. Sure hope not.
He'll shoot 2. Eyes it, flies it. Good. At least he got 1.
They are just dominating the defensive boards tonight.
Oh my God, another dunk. Vince Carter's done that one a couple times, but he did do the through the legs dunk.
Right hand dribble.
He tried a 360, but it got blocked.
He'll hoist a 3. Off the mark.
It's cherry pick.
Armstrong is shooting in the
There's the 360.
little off, but not too bad.
What dunk hasn't Vince Carter done in this game now?
Things are
I
charging
think he
up
missed
in
a
here.
tomahawk in the
I heard
beginning.
that, Kevin.
Throws a 3. Misses the long ball.
That is a tough rebound, Kevin. He really fought for that one.
Loose ball.
Oh, Grady with 4 blocks.
Down low. He'll shoot.
Would be a career
Finds
high
its
at this
way
point
in.
in his
He's
career.
got 8 points. Out of bounds, possession, Toronto.
1 minute left.
Non-shooting foul. The first
You're
team
down
foul.
13 with a minute left. You're going to intentional foul.
Someone's whistling. The
Stephen
Raptors
Hunter, big shot blocker.
He goes to the line for
But
2.
I might miss, so it might
So
work.
shooter
Oh,
from the
yeah.
line. Could be better, but adequate.
Will not go.
Free throws are not too easy in this. You got to get this
Oh
down.
my, missed them both.
Air ball.
Sideline right. The tray. Armstrong.
10-point game.
McGrady. Both players in double figures tonight.
I don't know why they keep throwing it to Elijah Wan. He doesn't seem to be the best option. It's really flat. The way they're scoring, if I'm shooting free throws like this, I'd almost rather have the old school 2K free throws on the Dreamcast than this. One's close, but too strong.
Oh my, Mr. Snipe.
Who's at the line? Antonio Davis. He might be a little bit better. What's up, Adam? How's it going?
Up and good.
Just getting some NBA inside drive in here. We're going to attempt to play a season. And Antonio Davis is coming through in the
He's got
clutch.
12 points.
Just free throw shooting.
Throws up a three.
Man, Daryl Armstrong.
He's a good perimeter shooter. He's able to knock down a three-pointer with some consistency.
He will shoot
He's
two.
scoring quick. This one might be a while. Go Magic.
All you ever asked for.
I don't think so.
In the twine.
Alright, I'm getting the hang of it. It's just Elijah Wan's free throw shooting. It's not too good. His rating must be
Hits
really
both of them.
low.
He's got 10 points.
And stop Daryl Armstrong.
Throws a three.
Oh my goodness.
Another.
This game's never going to end.
Williams goes
Still
to the charity
41
stripe.
seconds
He
left.
goes to the line for two.
Glad I got the hang of this, because if I didn't get the hang of
Lines
the
up
free throw
another.
shooting, I would be in big time trouble.
He hit them both. He's got 12 points.
This is a game of runs.
Boom! He drops the big one.
Man, you got to crowd that dude on the perimeter.
You're hitting every three
Pointers all night long.
within 5
His
seconds.
six. See ya.
Vince Carter's is really slow.
Won't go.
T-Mac.
Not doing themselves any favors at the line tonight, hitting just over half. You've got to do better than that.
Oh,
my.
man.
Missed them both.
Missed them
Fast
both.
break. He powers it home.
He has just grabbed the reins, and he is driving this basketball team. Come on, Donner.
Not Elijah Wan.
Nixon.
At the line.
Oh,
for two.
man, those two
He's
Vince
in the
Carter
60s for the
hurt.
line. Not great, but not a big liability either. He should be better, though.
Ay, caramba.
Caramba. Yeah, I gotta get this guy out of the game.
He hit
Oh, that
of
one
two
went
free
in.
throws. He's got 5 points.
Grant Hill, let him shoot a
Great
three.
time for a three-pointer. An important three.
this-
30
Yeah.
seconds left in the game.
So now they might have the old rubber band AI the way these threes are going. And if Grant Hill's hit threes, and I was up by like 13 points. And they cut it to 3.
Dribbling. A cast from 10. Quite a game.
This game might be headed into overtime.
Yeah, a tight, tense affair.
Crunch time has.
You and your buddy are thinking about going to Chicago?
He'll guide it up.
Wow.
He nails the three ball. Can you believe it? We're tied with just seconds left. Out wide, left side. Spins by his man. They take
There we go. So you're coming to Chicago for a tournament or just to hang out?
This could be the last play of the game.
Oh, he hits the side of the backboard. I don't like how this game ended. Big block from Akeem Olajuwon. They hit like 6 threes in a row.
Stradivarius type of performance.
Oh, there's so many good places to come play arcade games in Chicago. I would say I used to work at this place part-time, Headquarters Beercade in River North. There's not good parking over there, but the arcade games are free. They have a great selection, and all the games are on free play. And if you go on like a Friday, Saturday night, they have both upstairs and the downstairs open. That would be my number one. I also like Logan Arcade. They got a lot of obscure type games, and then they also have like NBA Showtime, NBA Jam, some soccer game, you know, like Turtles in Time, that stuff. Logan Arcade's my number 2. Then there's 2 Emporiums that I like. Those are the ones that I've been to mostly. The Galloping Ghost Arcade, of course, is in Brookfield. It has the most Vince Carter's player of the game.
This is Kevin Calabro. Thanks for being with us.
It has the most arcade games in the country. It's $20, I believe, to play all day. There's a bar across the street you can run back and forth. That's worth checking out, to spend a whole day there. You can't go wrong with the Galloping Ghost. There's an Uptown Arcade. There's also Replay Arcade. Replay used to be Headquarters. but one of the other owners took it over. And then they changed the name to Replay. So that was the headquarters that I actually worked at, the one in Lakeview. Yes, I'm quitting the game. When is the next tournament in Chicago? The next tournament that I'm running is going to be Tecmo Super Bowl. Big surprise there. It's going to be a hardcore tournament at D-Men Tap in Chicago. I'm sure you've seen some of the D-Men Tap streams. That one is on a Saturday, June 9th. You know, I really would like to throw an NBA Jam since it's his 25th anniversary. You just have to see that there's a market there to throw an NBA Jam tournament. One of the owners at D-Men Tap is actually a Tecmo Super Bowl player. So the likes for us align on that quite well. But yeah, it's going to be a fun tournament. Hardcore, meaning you don't have to learn any of the tournament rules. You just come and play. Yeah, I'm 1-0 with the Raptors. NBA Jam tournament would be fun. Don't get me wrong there. Just there's one happening in Madison, Wisconsin on a Friday night. For their Friday Night Retro. It's their second year doing it. NBA Jam TE. That's going to be, what, I think it's April 6th. So that's going to be the biggest one. It's on the Sega Genesis. So I might play one more of these. Let me see. It's 11-10. I don't like the way that ended. Mavericks, so I'd be going up against Dirk for sure. This might be the Steve Nash Mavericks. Yeah, I'm going to play another game. Just going to answer a text right now. So yeah, let's do this. So is there any news? No, it's just basic stuff. So if you look at stats, league leaders. Vincent, Tracy, McGrady, both had 20. Was that the first game of the season? Yeah, so it's only players from that game. So let's play the next one, and that'll be the last one of the night. Then I'll save. Well, let me save it right now, just in case. Let me let this guy know I'm live streaming right now. Maybe he could just join me on there. But yeah, I'm having fun playing this game. So, might as well play another one. But that was crazy how many threes they hit at the end of the game. Alright, let's go. Yeah, let's simulate them. See if I could do a little bit better on the dribbling moves in this game. Had too many turnovers with Vince Carter. Pulled off that dunk in the last game, the through the legs, like the one on the cover. It was marvelous. So I got Finley, Dirk, Tim Hardaway, Juwan Howard, Sean Bradley. That's a tough starting lineup.
Welcome to tonight's game between the Dallas Mavericks and the Toronto Raptors. Kevin Calabro and Marcus Johnson on
Marcus Johnson, that's the other guy's name.
Out on the floor tonight, Marcus.
Kevin, we're going to see Akeem Olajuwon on the floor tonight. Now, the Dream is one of the all-time greats. Big guy, he was MVP in '94.
Didn't look at the starting lineup last time. Let's see if they do it in this one.
He has been a dominant player.
Be kind of fun to see. Those are like the things they add in later versions in some of these games.
The Toronto Raptors would like to welcome you to tonight's game.
There is another one of these with Paul Pierce on the cover. That was probably the first one on the Xbox 2001, if I'm not mistaken. What is the top video game store for Chicago? The top one is People Play Games. It's on Clark Street. They have the best selection. There's not too many game stores in the city of Chicago, actually. There's another place that's in Norridge called Video Games Then and Now. That's pretty good. There's also a Play It Retro in Berwyn. They have a great selection of games as well. So those would, I would say, are the best three. You could find games at the Exchange, although I don't like the prices there. At one point, what they did, because they're in the Chicago market, is any single game, no matter if it's old sports game, old Nintendo game that no one wants, the minimum price of every game is $6. So once they did that, you know, I lost respect for the store. But they do have a lot of games in there, and they're fairly priced on games that are above that, but they're just charging $6 for everything at least. So if this is my home starting lineup, it's nothing too impressive. I think the starting lineups got better in later games. Akeem the Dream versus Sean Bradley on a tip-off. And Bradley gets it. Go figure. Big 7'6".
For the three.
Oh, Dirk's raining threes right off the bat. That's not
He's a good
good.
perimeter shooter. He's able to knock down a three-pointer with some consistency.
So what matchup I'm going to have advantage? So I got Finley guarding Carter. That's not going to do me too well. Oh, throws a lob over Bradley. What is Bradley doing? Look at him.
Right there, he's in his office in the lane like that. He's just going
That
to
was
work.
funny.
He's punching the time clock, throwing it down in his face. Nice play.
Hardaway brings it up. Takes a shot. That gets you nothing. Discovers. Throws down court.
Adam, do you have any retro game stores where you're at?
Tape on that baby.
There's two good ones in Milwaukee that I just went to.
Catapults a three. Off target.
I bought quite a few games at the one today, the Make Sense Variety store, because they had 20% off all games. Oh, come on. You got to blow by Bradley. What are you doing, Vince?
Intercepted.
Oh, my goodness. And Vince Carter's
Bring it up.
back on his way with the turnovers. Juwan Howard, Michael Finley
Nothing but nylon.
hitting jumpers
Nice
just
bucket.
like he would
Michael
back in
Finley has become a
2002.
terrific scorer the last few years.
That was just a
Good
terrible
for 20
pass.
points a game.
Reaching, come on, that's got to be a rip. I would say, based off the first game, Mavericks are definitely a bigger problem. Oh, Vince Carter, that's a motion capture dunk right there.
Who can just jump
Putting
and
Finley
shoot.
on a poster.
He's a terrific athlete with great leaping ability. It's an extra dimension to his game.
Tosses a three.
So Zach LaVine on the Bulls, he's had some impressive
Mavericks ball.
performances. Oh wow, just walked out of bounds. He's had some impressive performances in the dunk contest for the Timberwolves. And he has some amazing slams, but in-game dunker, he's not like Vince. He had a nice one a few games ago for the Bulls, but he hasn't shown too much of his dunking ability in-game just yet. Davis is not going to hit that.
Fires. Gets a deuce.
A game heaven in Knoxville, Tennessee. That sounds like a good name for a game store, that's for sure.
Non-shooting foul.
Pushing.
His first.
would say the offense is a little
Shovels it left. Long
quicker
jumper.
with the Mavs.
Missed the long ball.
That's not a shot he's going to miss too often. And I'm sure he'll try it again like real soon.
Oh, I got caught underneath the rim.
No dice. Loose ball.
Pick it up. I like playing on this view. The only thing is, it's easy to lose track of who you're
Calls his own
guarding.
number and fires.
You still have air balls.
And he's down in the 40s. Not a great night from the field, but not
Alvin Williams.
a bucket or two away from a good night.
Get up for the downstroke.
I mean, that's a terrific
Dirk.
This guy is a real high flyer. and
Dirk.
he's one of the
Oh,
best
Dirk just blows by everyone.
Two-fisted jam.
Oh, 5 second. Throwing in a text message. Got the 5-second violation. Not that Vince Carter needed another turnover on this season.
Lets it fly. Score that baby.
And you just
Dirk's
can't
just
leave him
unstoppable.
alone like that when he's got that wide open Jimmy. He's got
Dirk
to take
from
it
Deutschland.
time.
To Elijah. Whips it from the holster and fires.
Oh,
Boing.
my controller's
Loose to the
vibrating.
floor.
I don't like playing against the Mavericks.
Non-shooting foul. Their third team foul.
Third team foul.
All right, Adam. I'll add you on Facebook. No problem.
The Mavericks in the bonus. He'll shoot.
Antonio Davis is in foul trouble. The Mavericks are really taking it to me second game of the
And
season.
he takes it more than 70% of the time.
I'm just counting on it to snow
Lines
for
up another.
2 weeks so I could play the entire season NBA Inside Drive.
Lines up another.
Why not?
He hit one of 2 free throws.
Should have shot that.
Dishes outside.
I didn't even see Murray in the last game. Substitution patterns from auto subs are kind of funky. Oh, no.
To Carter. He'll shoot the 3. He missed it. Rebounded. Offensive
Charging for Dirk.
his first foul.
Oh man, 17-10 offense isn't going. Oh, they do have Steve Nash. He's just coming off the bench.
Murray brings it in sideline left. Up court. A fling from way out.
I don't know. Vince Carter's three-point shooting not too impressive.
The Mavericks bring it up.
Doinking him.
Whirls into the paint and slams it home.
I like the way he fought the traffic and powered that one up in the crowd. Smelled the basket, didn't go after it.
Rim rattle.
We go Mo Pete.
Sorry, MJ.
Dunking on 2 guys. Steve Nash got the sharp shot.
He's mugged, and he'll head to the line. He goes to the line for 2.
Well, Steve Nash just touched his crotch. He's ready to make the free throw. Slicking back his hair.
He hit both free throws. A high lifter from 5.
All right, Vince is coming back alive.
He's got
Do you have
6
Fox Sports basketball game on PS1? I don't have that game, but my buddy Brian B. Wong, you've probably seen him on the channel. He picked up Fox Sports College Hoops on Nintendo 64, and he's adamant about playing it, so I'm sure you'll see that soon.
The ball's jab free.
Alvin Williams.
Takes the shot in traffic.
Whew. I'm going to have to play harder
One.
versus
The
these
Mavericks
guys.
lead
to figure it out.
23-14.
Not doing too good on the
Start of the
turnovers.
second quarter. The Raptors with the ball. Right wing.
Spin move's not working. I cannot get open on these
Fires a
guys.
shot. No good.
Oh, Junkyard Dog coming off the curl is not looking good.
Look, they were all over him. He should have just found the
Eduardo Nahara.
Shot. Nothing but
Let's just say he was the first Mexican guy in the NBA.
He passes right.
There we go.
Away with a two-handed crank.
Wow, he is a great leaper.
Oh, I thought I had that steal.
You've got to love watching this game play, especially at
This
that.
Carter's not getting any breaks.
Doubles it right. Passed across. He'll take the shot. No go.
All right, Junkyard giving us a boost off the bench.
Ball's knocked away.
And then a turnover.
Finley will bring it ahead. Flicks it up.
Oh, Steve Nash with some
They
nifty
are just shooting the
moves.
lights out. They're over 60% from the field in this game.
Passes left. Underneath.
Oh, we've seen that dunk a couple times in the last game.
And you got to land with a look, don't you, Marcus? You got to land and have an attitude when you finally set down on the earth after throwing it down.
Yeah, and I like
Finley's a tough guard.
Kevin, like, hey, I've been here before. I shall be here again.
Pass.
Viso East. Mike Finley had a stretch where he was one of the best players in the NBA.
Lean in banker.
And by that I mean, you know, top 10 to 15 player at this time.
You got to keep the basketball in his hand.
Just danced off the rim.
I mean, that is just a hall of shame shots right there. He's gonna be hearing
Vince
about
Carter's
that
doing it all.
a long time. Oh, he's a good outside shooter.
If I do a tournament for NBA Jam, I will let you know. It's one of those games that's on the cusp of having a
Right wing.
big turnout for a tournament. The thing is, the game is best played 2-on-2, so you kind of need a good partner. Getting all those people together
Hey, Jimmy.
is a little bit rough. But actually, there is a Emporium, one of the arcade bars in Chicago, is having like an Olympics for like to coincide with the Winter Olympics, and they're doing an NBA Jam tournament on the 19th, I believe. It's a Monday. So I'm thinking about playing in it with my friend Mike or my brother,
He'll shoot.
Cracks.
Hits.
4 years ago when I was living down there in Logan Square, me and my wife Crystal played in a tournament, lost first round.
7 feet out.
But it's a free tournament.
Terrific shooter.
But this time they're live streaming it.
Just didn't fall.
This Carter is just, he's my whole offense.
You can't do that. You cannot let them run over you down there.
Chris Childs. Oh. Come on, this guy. Go around him. Man, this guy's locking me up.
Kick out pass. Deprecated.
These guys are missing some dunks now. Fatigue might be a factor.
Takes it out, right wing. He'll fire.
Keon Clark picking up where he left off in the last game. Raptors' second unit with Vince Carter really doing some damage. Dirk is ice cold, and they can't even put in dunks. Chris Childs drawing a lot of attention. I don't know, like, I have Del Curry. You could put him in the game.
He'll cock. He'll fire.
Yeah, that's just nice persistence on the
It's a
backboard.
bad shot.
Off the mark.
That is a tough rebound, Kevin. He really fought for that one.
Couldn't watch Dirk. I don't know why they keep putting this Bradley guy in the
He's
game.
willing to use it.
Oh, I thought I passed him by. I don't know what happened there.
Snap.
Turnover.
Stand still, 12-footer. Far off.
I'm not a big fan of ZZ Wang. I'm not a big fan of these pull-up jumpers.
The Mavericks lead picked off on a mission in
Come on,
transition.
you'd have to throw it right at him. Throw a bounce pass.
Return to sender.
Keon Clark's really coming through with the blocks.
To Carter.
Double team.
Fight block.
Foul on Keon.
Oh, man.
Substitution.
Oh, now they put Del Curry in 12 seconds. We don't have the ball.
Thrown
You
away.
can use a three-point shot from him.
Taking very good care of the basketball.
Dumps it down. Arcs a three. Doesn't go.
Del Curry can't hit a three for the season.
Fires up a three ball.
I don't think I've hit a three
Missed the
yet.
shot. The Mavericks hold serve, leading at half.
Attention. Mr. Please pick up the right courtesy phone located throughout the
All right, we got the starters back in.
Raptors
29-point
control the
game.
ball at the top of the second half. Left-hand dribble.
I'm gonna say with Bradley and Juwan Howard down
Forces
there,
the shot.
Davis and Olajuwon aren't doing the same thing they've been doing. Did you make any trade before the season
Feeds it
started?
back outside.
No. I kept the same team.
Fires. He misses it. The rebound now. Fires. Bingo. He's got
These
9
were the
points.
Raptors in 2001 technically, because they always put the year the year after the game is, so it's games from 2001.
Sledgehammer jam.
Oh, that is a freight train move to the rack from a guy that just likes to make the strong statement down low.
This
Sideline
this
left.
must have been one of Tim Hardaway's last years.
He rifles a three. It's off. Rebounded. Flings it down court. Runaway train.
Man, there's
That's a
just
charge.
too many
1
turnovers.
minute into the third. He goes airborne. Right down the fairway. He's got 5 points.
Right down the fairway.
Sideline left. Up the side of the floor it comes. Shot in traffic. He misses.
Oh, he's stone cold right now. Now, you might want to pass the ball off next time.
Ball knocked loose.
Need some breakaway dunks.
Shot. Misses. Out of bounds.
Okay, giving it back.
They play it in. A foot stamped.
Team the dream.
Lost the ball.
Oh, almost got the steal.
Rome's left side. He'll fire the three and scores.
Can't have
It was
Finley
that
drain.
kind of deep shooting that made Michael Finley all really.
Oh, Vince Carter with the windmill slam, one-handed.
That's a nice job of going strong inside. You can really deflate a defense with
Vince
penetration.
Carter, 41, still playing in the NBA on the
Shoots
Sacramento
from
Kings.
12. Good.
Michael Finley's having
He's so
himself a game.
strong from the outside. That's just a great shot.
Nothing but
I'm just
right
gonna have to
play.
keep forcing with Vince Carter, because if I don't, I might lose.
The Mavericks lead by 10. The Mavericks bring it up. Passes cross court.
Nobody really else seems to have any advantage.
Free ball. No.
Bradley's killing me on the boards.
Goes up. Won't go.
That is not a good shot. He's covered.
Yeah,
He's
Tim
forced
Hardaway
it.
locked
You've
you up.
got to give up the shot when you're covered like that, man. You got to make the extra
can't
pass.
pass
It's
them.
gonna make all the difference in the world.
2 minutes remaining.
Jabbed away.
Elvin Williams with the blow by.
We go.
There we go.
He'll take one free throw for the three-point play.
And hits from the stripe. I'm gonna have to start calling more screens.
Fumbled. To Carter.
See if this works.
The ball slapped out of his hand.
Screen's not too
He's like the
effective.
cat burglar, the purse snatcher.
Here's a shot. No points. There's a whistle. The Raptors first.
That's his third personal.
Oh, Pete reaching foul. Alright, they're not at the line
Brought
yet.
inbound.
Foul call.
And a foul.
Oh no, they are. Bad foul.
In the bonus. He'll go to the line for two.
Yep.
He's an 80-something shooter from the line, just shy of automatic.
The free throw is up and in.
So Adam, if you're still watching, do you have an Xbox? If so, what sports games do you have on there?
Flings it. Goods delivered. The lead is now 7. He passes ahead. Kaboom!
Finley's just
See
fast.
the hops on that guy? I mean, I mean, he could dunk over a school bus.
Spins past his defender. Undershot, blocked.
Oh, they blocked it. Got the help D.
In the lane.
Oh, that was nasty.
Down with a two-fisted jam.
Carter is having a terrific night offensively.
Dallas up by 7. From behind the arc.
Can't
How about
leave
that? He's got 9
Nash
points.
open like that.
Beats the reviled. Press rewind. Let me see that again. And jams it down.
All right.
I mean, I like
Antonio Davis throwing one down.
He jumped in the cup, and he gave his opponent no chance to block that shot.
Feeds outside. A 3. Hit it.
Another
This is
three-pointer.
ridiculous. Can't compete with this.
30 seconds remain in the third. He'll pull up for the J. It finds its way in.
Del Curry.
Oh, he's got an excellent jump shot.
Going for the bundle.
Oh, I'm surprised that didn't go in.
He is so physical inside, Kev.
Stolen like a fat chicken. Whoops, need to
Child
interrupt.
was ripped.
Hooks it outside. He'll lay one up. Good. Press rewind. Let me see that again. He launches a 3. Misses the long ball.
11 points. I don't know if I can make that up.
Leading at the end of 3.
The Toronto Raptors basketball camp for boys and girls, aged 7 to 17.
This might be a big loss for the season.
Child spend the summer with the team. Sign up today.
Yes, I do. Had ESPN, NFL 2K, NFL Street 1 and 2. Those are some good games to have. I don't have any of the NFL Streets on Xbox. I think I have one of them on PS2.
Cox.
Mo Pete with the leaner.
So
I'm gonna have to get really aggressive defensively.
Anywhere on the
Have
court.
to try to get some steals.
Jumps in the cup. He's got 17 points. Way outside.
Got the foul call.
Foul, and the active
You know he's a good free throw shooter, so
at the line for 3.
80+% guy from the line. Those are top-notch numbers.
The free
think-
throw's good.
yeah. I only have
Reloads for
ESPN,
Another free throw.
NFL 2K5 on the Xbox.
The free throw
Xbox
up
is
and
really
in.
a great sports gaming system because the lives came on the Xbox too. Plus they had Inside Drive.
He hit
And
all
Inside
3
Drive
free
was way
throws.
better than
got
Shootout
5
in this
points.
era of gaming.
To Howard. Hacked away.
What you got?
Into the air.
Del Curry
Down it goes.
cut it to 6.
Taking it to the streets.
It's the closest
What
it's
a
been in
run.
a while.
It's all good, Kevin.
Less than 4 minutes remain. Dallas up by 6.
Oh, dude. Oh, he blew the dunk.
Here it comes.
There's just nothing more embarrassing than going up strong like that and missing. Man, you just want to go hide after one of those.
He gets the shot away. No. Fine. Revenge.
Del Curry getting hot.
Finish it in.
That's just a great job from a great outside shooter.
Oh, I need that help D. Where's Keon Clark?
They're getting nice
NBA Inside Drive 03, Tiger Woods. Who's on the cover of NBA's Inside Drive 03?
Play catch up when your starters return.
Is that the one with Paul Pierce, or is it the one before that I'm thinking of?
Sideline left. Throws it up. No good.
Oh, good rebound. He really does go after the
Oh,
Loose to the floor.
wow, that was nasty.
Good job.
Tiger Woods.
Finishing the job.
Never really got into those golf
Running out if they
games.
want to tie it up.
NFL Fever have some of those. Those are pretty good. A little bit of a learning curve on them.
Carves a hard track down the lane. got
I mean,
it.
Del Curry's
One of those
filling in
guys,
for
Kevin,
Vince on
really
the
knows how to
offensive
finish the
end.
job. He's one of those real ambidextrous kind of guys, good with either hand near the basket.
He's just
Corkscrews into
unstoppable.
the
You
paint.
can't put Chris Childs on him and
He's in
expect
the
to stop him.
zone. Dallas up by 8. Poked away.
They are showing a lot of quickness on defense. They've taken the ball away 10
this-
times now.
First team foul.
Oh, Paul Pierce was on 03. Yeah, I have to look who was on NBA Inside Drive 2001. Or 2002 was the first one on the Xbox. The Xbox came...
Over
That
to
could
the
be
left.
true because the Xbox came out
Right
in
wing.
2001
Jumper from 3
or
world.
2000.
Misses
One of
the
those
long ball.
years.
On the break. Swings it ahead. A manly
Still hanging
jam.
in.
Look out. Big man.
Cut the ball, throw the ball in the cup.
2
Very
minutes
simple.
remaining.
Sideline right.
They're hanging on to it.
Nope. Grasps. On the break. Knuckleball down court. He shoots in daylight.
There we go. 4-point game.
Things are charging up in here.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin.
Closer than I thought I could get. After
Nowitzki.
Third
swings it in
quarter.
under the bucket.
losing track of Finley.
Pull-up jumper. No chance.
He's a big-time scorer. He ain't even thinking
Oh.
about that miss. You got to keep the
Oh,
basketball
no.
in his hand.
Fall away.
Come on, fall in.
Rack it up.
Season high for Vince.
Predictable MJ.
Yeah, that's pure butter there, Kevin. No parquet. No parquet. That's butter right
It's a
there.
2-point game.
For the three.
Dirk is missing shots.
Good rebound. He really goes after the basketball.
Come on, you got blown by Bradley. Oh, Vince Carter dunks on him. Is that a foul too?
For a chance
And
at a
one.
three-point play.
Oh, I could take the lead here. I think that's good.
In the twine.
We thought we'd be in this situation.
Over to the right.
Oh, you missed the bottom of the rim.
Sorry, Charlie.
You got to run it through Vince.
Sideline left.
Give me a screen.
Shoots and trap.
Off the glass.
That is just
3-point lead.
You're
Back in
over
the day, I used to play
60%
California
from the
games
field.
for the Sega. Oh, I don't even know what that is. What is that game?
He brings it in. Sideline left. Long toss for three. Misaimed.
Oh,
Dirk
that was
is
tied the
missing.
game. They need to get the ball back in a hurry now.
Get a screen. He's rolling off the screen. Let's get him rolling.
Shot and trap.
Oh, man.
Out the bucket.
Can't believe the way I'm taking this game over.
Right now for his back.
Playing on the All-Star mode. Looked like Dallas was taking this one. Dirk just went ice cold in the fourth.
Howard from the sideline. Ball inbound.
Hits that.
Important three ball. Ring it up. He's got the pass
No.
picked off. End line to end line.
Oh,
Powers to the hole. He hits the important bucket. And now we're tied with seconds left on the clock. Quite a game here tonight.
3.5 left. Horrible inbound pass.
Crunch time has officially arrived.
Passed in. Stops and flings.
Oh, that's it. Antonio Davis's
Overtime.
range, and it's overtime. I thought I had the game. This game is just, you don't know what's going to happen at the end. Last two games prove that. Got one turnover. Dirk misses a bunch of shots in a row.
And here's the tip. Hardaway controls the tip to Howard. Spins into the paint. Fired. He finds the bucket, and you can add 2 points. They're out of control.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin.
Shoots spanked.
Big block.
Let's take
Yeah,
another
it's
look.
overtime. Come on, Pete.
Feeds it outside. He'll guide it up.
Oh, Vince, no matter where he shoots from,
He's
his
got
money.
33 points. He fires a 3. Missed it.
Board.
Baseball toss downtown. Levitates. Good for 2.
Oh, Pete, cherry picking.
He's having a terrific night from the field right now. Over 60%. Nights like these are extremely rare, and you got to enjoy it while you can.
And he drains it for 2.
Hot
He's got
offense.
7 points.
Double team comes.
Shostra
Oh,
side.
Bradley's is so big. Was LeBron in this game? I don't think so. I think 2003 was his
First of all, you've
rookie
got to be
year.
tall.
It's probably in the
You've got to be
2004
long.
games.
And what else?
Well, I mean, you've got to attack the basketball and really have an aggressive posture when it comes to shot blocking. You got to go after
Pete
everything. You have to
gets inside for a little mid-ranger. Finley getting a little impatient. Thought they had this one in the bag.
Retrench
Oh, no.
on the break. Ahead.
Oh. When you're doing fancy passes like that in overtime.
Sets. Bop.
It's an ugly shot, but those go in this game.
He throws it to the left wing. Slings it right. Southpaw hook.
No way.
Point. The rebound. Rip.
Oh, big block.
Sideline left. Spins.
And
past
spin
his
moves and
defender.
stuff, either I don't know how to use them or they're just not that effective.
He'll cock. He'll fire. He got off the shot and nailed it.
Just gotta find Vince. I think 04 is the last year they made this game. It's pretty decent. Yeah, 04 was the last one. Yeah, this is the one that I really like this series.
Mark it up.
Coming back to it, Dirk hits a big 3.
Bam! Woke him up with a 3-pointer.
Oh, get dunked on, Dirk.
Sorry, MJ.
Oh, that's a nice dunk. I mean, here's a guy that lives at high altitude. He has great jumping ability and plays above the rim.
Oh, he wants to
Go
fire.
Hardaway. Turn around, Hopper, and score.
They had to run their
Solid
offense.
shooting tonight, over 50% from the field.
He shoots in daylight.
Mo Pete.
Boy, oh boy, he is just on fire from the field. Don't give him any room.
Good time.
Getting
for
big
a
shots.
here.
This one's gonna come down to the crunch time. Oh, Tim Hardaway hits a 3. Just what I needed. This was back and forth. Oh man. Bradley's coming out. Bradley's been a problem.
Takes a shot. Nope. Howard with a rebound.
Well, Vince had to miss sooner or later.
Outside it comes. A throw.
Oh, where's the rebounding?
He's so
Get that out of here.
Just a warrior.
Oven Williams.
Always fighting
Yes.
for the rebound.
Profiling.
Chad just hanging out for bed. What's up, Chad?
Rifling in shots way up over 70% from the field now.
Lob underneath. Flayed.
Oh man, he throws in the first dunk. Barely gets off the ground. Come on, you could blow by him.
In the lane. Roams left
Tim
side.
Hardaway, he's 6'1". Off the screen.
In deep. Banish.
Ran the pick and roll. Elijah one.
He'll fire up a three.
Mo Pete. coming in the clutch.
The Mavericks bring
Three-point
it
shot.
up.
King of the
Out
Dream
line
is
left side.
gassed. He can't even walk. Look at him.
He answers with a three. The bucket is good.
It's time to call a timeout. Elijah can't even walk down the court. NFL fever when the system launched. Can you imagine a system launch today with exclusive NBA and NFL game? I know, wouldn't that be something? That would be a system seller for sure. If Xbox came out with the next system, they're like, we're coming back out with Fever, Inside Drive, and what's the hockey one called? Rivals. I don't know if they had a baseball one. Oops.
Just outside the paint.
It's Carter getting the dunk. Adam wants me to play again.
Yeah, he's got ice cold Kool-Aid.
I don't know. I think this is probably my last one.
That's responding under pressure.
Who knows? It might go into double overtime. On All-Star mode, they really want to push you hard at the end of these games. Oh, that was horrible
No
defense.
one is going to block that.
Well, it's going to come down to hopefully I get the last shot here.
Sinking his teeth into this game.
He's mean, he's drooling, he's got the saliva flowing.
Sideline left. Stops and flings.
Oh, see, I told you, double overtime. Okay. I should have shot a fadeaway with Vince Carter, been more realistic. What do you guys think about XFL?
Here's the tip.
It should be interesting to see the rollout,
Controlled by the Mavericks.
though I'm not expecting anything too crazy. The XFL, what they came out with
He'll shoot from the
before,
outside.
that was the risk that should have been taken. Now with them saying it's going to be family friendly and all that stuff, I'm not really sure how that's going to work out, because I already thought the NFL was striving to be that. You've been thinking about NBA 06 for PS3 a lot lately. You know, the life mode, PS3, PS2 probably better. Oh, the shootout game? Not really.
Left wing.
Didn't play those games too much.
Rifles up a shot. Hits. He's
I
got
will
9
explore
points.
them eventually.
Rome's left side. To Carter.
Oh.
Pass picked off. He'll shoot. Howard.
Oh, now I'm in a hole. Yeah, it's a good game. For sure, it's tough. Elijah's huffing and puffing.
Shoots. And he scores the 2-ball.
And it's only
He
a
has
2-point
really
game.
stepped up here and taken control of the game.
Last game versus the Magic, I was able to get a lot more clean rips with Vince Carter.
Shot. Missed the long ball.
He just missed a pretty open shot there.
Indeed.
Leaving Mo Pete open, but Sean Bradley recovers with the big block. Bradley's been a factor all
There's a
game.
whistle. His fourth.
Odd how special moves don't work in this game. That is true. The best thing I've been able to use is either the pump fake, even the screen doesn't work
He
that
gets the shot
well.
away. Juwan Howard
I guess
hits
that
the
is
tag.
one of the downfalls.
He has the hot hand tonight.
Because these moves don't work all that well. The defense recovers so quickly.
Out of bounds.
And just walked out of bounds. Not good.
Nowitzki from the sideline. Ball inbound. He throws it right.
I don't just stand the guy I'm supposed to guard.
A fling. Nailed it.
And they took advantage
Into
of
the
me.
streets tonight. What a run.
I have to agree with that, Kevin.
Forces the shot.
Just gotta feed Bo Pete.
Covered or not, he's one of those guys who just
Trying to
fired up from deep. under
Steal
any
a shot for an easy one.
Here's a shot. No.
He has now missed 3 straight jump shots. So he's struggling big time. He just does not have a good feel for the basketball.
Sets. And hits.
All right, 2-point game.
From a
Still in
strong
this.
outside shooter. The defense has got to get a body on it.
Outside.
Unlike that Finley ISO, that's not a good spot to be in.
That's a strong
not
dunk from a
easy
guy
to guard
that can
him.
really fly when he takes it to the basket.
I didn't dribble.
To Carter. Jumper. Off the
Oh
mark.
no, he's
Long rebound.
played these games from behind, from the back
It over to the left
perspective.
wing.
Yeah, I never liked that perspective. I mean, I'll do it on NBA Give and Go on the Super Nintendo, but I always liked the ISO broadcast view.
Clunk.
And this one might be slipping by.
Had the shot, just didn't fall.
The leaners aren't falling.
He'll shoot a three. And
Yeah,
that's good.
9 points.
Lean in banker.
Oh, I hit the
Off
button
the
too
mark.
early.
He has
Shot a
now missed
leaner.
5 straight shots.
Should've been a
Kevin.
dunk.
Hey, he's lost it too. He can't find the middle.
Well, it's on All-Star
He needs to
mode.
get
It's on
that
the
song
hardest.
back in his head.
Lobs a three.
Hung in there, but now they're
It is
just
good,
pouring it
and they
on.
are pulling away.
Computer's
He's on
relentless
fire
at
from
this
out
point.
there. A blaze on the perimeter.
Flicks it up. No good. Long rebound. Grabbed by Howard.
I don't like shooting the leaners, but they seem to go in
Someone's whistling.
more so than not.
Foul.
First team foul.
So what about the new NBA Jam supposedly coming? I think it's all hearsay at this point. EA was the one who owned it last, and if they still own it, getting anything done for that is not going to be an easy task. If it was still in the hands of Midway or NetherRealm Studios that
Hey, he'll fire those up from anywhere. Kevin.
purchased
And in
the
terms of
rights
outside
to everything, it would be a way different story. But I'm just not optimistic that something's going to come of it.
He is in double figures tonight. One more time for that.
Tim Kittro did say on a
He'll
podcast
shoot two.
that they were trying to revive the old arcade game and release it.
Reloads and he's back for another.
That would be pretty cool,
Throws well as a group, steady and stable.
but I don't know how true that
All
is.
you really need most nights.
He hit one of 2 free throws. He'll raise. He misses.
Man,
That's not
I definitely didn't see myself losing by 13 after almost winning the game. And he actually retracted that, Tim Kittro, because
Dashes it in.
they caught wind of that.
For another.
He was on like a Randy Cruz podcast. I heard him actually say that Microsoft was working to get NBA Jam
He's
put
got
out,
25 points.
but that doesn't seem to be the case. He tweeted that that there's no talks with Microsoft to get NBA Jam back out.
Vince Carter stuck
Oh, you got a dunk contest dunk right there
just
for Vince
beyond
Carter.
midcourt. A two-fisted jam and the
That was
play is
bad
good.
defense, but I have to say, Finney's like
Manhandled,
it's impossible to guard even when I'm on him.
outscored, embarrassed, trashed, just plain whooped tonight.
Well, I didn't expect the game to go to double overtime.
Let's turn now to a Kemi
Yeah, Tim Kittro, the Mutant Football League, is announcing this top-notch. Game's a lot of fun. It's probably the only game I'll be playing on the PS4. Yeah, I think they'll do an anniversary edition for Xbox Live and maybe update the rosters for the EA game. Yeah, if they could do that,
A Kemi the final score tonight.
make the anniversary edition
115.
with the arcade,
The Raptors,
because
100.
the actual arcade game doesn't
The player of the game.
exist. See, Finley killed 37. It doesn't exist on a
This
console.
is Marcus Johnson for Kevin
You can
Collazo
only
saying,
emulate it on MAME or have the actual cabinet. So that would be great to have that come out. I'm a fan of physical media. I know that won't happen. Let's see player stats. Full Carter at 45. Pete came alive, kept me in the game for fourth quarter overtime. See, Del Curry needs to be utilized more. Other guys didn't do crap. Olajuwon was nothing compared to the last game. And there you go, 1-1 Toronto Raptors. But yeah, it would be great if an NBA Jam comes out. I'm just not getting my hopes up. The EA game. The thing that was frustrating about the EA NBA Jam is that they would update the mobile app over the console versions, which cost more and are better versions. The ones on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. They just kind of gave up on them after a while, but they were still updating the mobile app, which is, you know, it costs as little as 99 cents at times. And they were still updating that one, so I don't know. They have to figure it out. The EA game from the original roster with the arcade. See, I like the EA game, but I like the arcade better for sure. So I would rather see it the other way around, the original arcade game or NBA Jam TE with the current rosters. That's something that I would more like to see. I mean, you see all the little graphics that people make, like, oh, Durant and Curry, or the two guys in NBA Jam form, or they just did the LA Clippers NBA Jam night. So I would like to see it the other way around. The EA game's good. It was a good remake, but it's not as good as the original. I think that's gonna do it. Stream some NBA 2002 Inside Drive. Those games get really intense at the end, so what I'll do is I'll save this season, and hopefully I can get back to it soon. I'll just save over this one. I agree with what you said about the mobile game. Wasn't too shabby on the iPad though. Could have used a Bluetooth controller. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, when I first had an iPhone 3GS, I was amazed by what I could do on a mobile phone as far as the graphics. But after a year or so, you realize you don't really like playing touchscreen games at all, and you need the controller, you need the buttons, the D-pad. Otherwise, you're just not playing with any precision. It's just frustrating. So, but hey, Chad, Adam, thanks for checking out the chat. Hopefully, I can get back to some more NBA Inside Drive if you guys want to see it. I think I would rather play versus people, though. I don't know if I could keep the season going. Just because the computer, I felt, was kind of cheap at the end. Maybe it's because it's on All-Star. But in that Magic game, I should have won that easy. It was up by 13 with 50 seconds left. They came back to tie it. I wish EA game had more moves. Should have taken more from NBA Street. Yeah, I think they were trying to stay true to the original. But NBA Street was a great game in its own right. Maybe NBA Street should get a remake by EA, and someone else could do NBA Jam. That's what I would like to see. But if you played Mutant Football League, maybe those guys should remake NBA Jam. Tim Kitzrow and Michael Mentheim, because they really understand sports arcade games, what it's supposed to be. And, you know, I don't know if EA Big, I'm sure that they're not a thing anymore, but I think they were in Canada. But they need to find someone else who can make the games like that, because EA hasn't done much fun in the way of sports in a long time besides NBA Jam. And they tried the NFL Blitz and that didn't work out too good. But I would like to see, if a new NBA Jam came out, I'd like to see the guys that made Mutant Football League, you know, Kitzrow and Mentheim and the developers that they had on their team make the game. Yeah, Termel was in on the EA game, and that was surprising to me because, well, it did hold some things true to the original. There was a lot that was perplexing. The players, what I didn't like about it is the players took too long to shoot. so it was easy to block. And then when you started playing online at a higher skill level, you really just shook around and you could get their 3-point shot down pat, and then it was just too easy to shoot threes. And it's called NBA Jam, so it should be more about the jams. Yeah, Termel was the head of the gameplay on the original, but I think he gave input, but he definitely wasn't the head of this one, and it showed. So I don't know. The other thing is too, they took out all the arcade leaderboards. The online it worked okay, but it did horrible for the stat tracking aspect, which was really frustrating. But it was fun playing online. I used to play it online with my brother, and we actually made our own soundtrack from NBA Hang Time, Showtime, and the Jam series, and even some NBA Live games to play while we played on Xbox, because we didn't like the soundtrack. But yeah, so hopefully something comes. 25th anniversary. It's February, so we still got some months to go. But yeah, thanks guys for checking it out, and I'll see you guys soon. I'll talk to you later. Have a good night.